in this day and age. So, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to introduce and also acknowledge our sponsors. And when we do, kindly be generous with the applause so that whenever we go back to them, it will be easy to help us one more time or again. With your indulgence, shall we applaud the MC? Thank you very much. That's very thoughtful of you, company. Also supporting this award is Hisense, everyday prizes for everyday people. A few more. We have Dr. Amuzu Herbal Clinic. Mawu Ji Ho. I need the canes. Mawu Ji Ho Chilo. Okay, so in translation is God the healer. Also, we have soft and gentle, kind to your skin, confident all day long. They are also part of our sponsors for this awards. Joining the list is Mist Water, the feel-good water. If you check your tables, I'm sure you can see the water there. Do have a sip, do have a drink, quench your thirst, and feel good. And finally, we have the media partners. It's all possible with the media. Without them, you almost can't do anything, and no one hears about it. So allow me to walk you through the list of the media company that has helped us so far. GTV Sports Plus. GTV Sports Plus, are you in the house? Yeah. They are the home 99.5 FM, Asempa 94.7 FM, Hits 103.9, and Insura 10.5 FM. Shall we give it up for them?
This program is sponsored by MNC Group, Hisense, Amuzu Herbal Clinic, Soft and Gentle, Mixed Water, Media Partners.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to a very important part of the program. When I came in earlier, I sat by a gentleman, someone I had grown up watching on TV. And I actually thought that an ex-footballer, let me give you a clue. I had watched him many times play for the Black Stars, and I actually thought that, okay, this is someone I had just known in the 1990s. Apparently, he is a bigger deal than I thought. If you were wondering who it was, let me just quickly run you through this profile. And he happens to be our chairperson for today. He'll be chairing the program. It will be as short as I mean. He was a member of the famed musical youth group of the Accra House of Book. That was 1986. Member of the 1987 and also a captain, 1987 Starless team. I must confess, I didn't see those teams. Member of the under 20, that would be the Black Satellite, also in 1987 and 88. Also a captain. That's a rich CV if you ask me. Member of the Black Meteors team in 1992 and 1996. Atlanta 92, or Barcelona 92 and Atlanta 96. In Atlanta, you won bronze with a team, right? Barcelona. Okay, so that was the last time Ghana won anything at that stage. Okay, we are in good company. He was also a member of the Black Stars team from 1989 to 2000, 11 years, if my math is right. At the academicals, he was the captain. So that's a captain on all levels, just as well that you are sharing this program today. He was a captain of the 1989 to 1991 academic group, former marketing manager of Accra Hasselhoek, 16 years a professional footballer, running around, playing in many countries, including Germany, Holland, France, Portugal, Saudi Arabia, Hong Kong, and finally retiring in the US of A. A graduate of the Georgia Mason University in 1993, and he holds a BSc in marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are excited and also wondering who this is, it's Joseph Addo. They call him Joe Addo. He happens to be our chair for today. Shall we give him a round of applause?
Good to see you. Looking young forever.
Thank you, Vero. Thank you so much. It is with great honor that I stand here today to chair a very, very important program. I don't think it's been done in any time that a former player, for that matter, a footballer, chairing an occasion like this. It is our field, but most of the times we are left behind. But today I'm proud and very privileged. It will be the highlight of my life. It's great to be here. And for us soccer players or football players, first we play the game for entertainment. Then, of course, the monetary aspect also comes in. But the pinnacle of our life or our football career is to achieve something or to win something. And this awards lunch is very close to my heart. Because when you play football or you play soccer, you want to leave a legacy. You want to leave something behind. You want people to remember you. Vero was mentioning some years. I think some of you will think I'm old. I started a long time ago. But people still do remember me. And it's because of what I achieved in the past. So I'm very, very grateful to be here today, to be invited to chair this occasion. And I wish everyone here have a good time. Let's enjoy ourselves. Those who put this thing together, I want to say a big thank you to you because it's never been done before. And hopefully we will finish this program on a high note. Thank you so much. And, I'll leave you in the hands of the room.
Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you for that short, nice speech. And we are thankful that you accepted the invitation to chair the occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned earlier, I'll be introducing to you some of our dignitaries. You would know that everyone here is not important as long as you were invited, except that we will be introducing, others as they come in. So when I have the list, I'll be running by you exactly who is here, just in case you don't know each other. You can fraternize at the end of the program. But we have come to another important point in the program. I mentioned that we'll meet our board today, our patrons. So without ado,
and if the backstage is ready, shall we meet our patrons?
Meet our patrons. Professor Dr. Kweku Etuahene Jima is the founder, president, and distinguished professor of innovation management and marketing at Nobel International Business School. He ranks as the #2 innovation management scholar globally, based on single-authored research papers published in the top 10 business and management journals, and is also on the prestigious list of the world rankings, such as Top 20 Scientists published on October 16, 2020 by Stanford University Research Team, Top 10 Doctoral Marketing Faculty globally, Top 3 Doctoral Faculty in Marketing Strategy outside North America, top 20 scholars worldwide with the most citation in entrepreneurship literature. Number 1 scientist in Ghana by the European Union based on Google citations. Kweku is an avid football fan. He attended high school at St. Stanislas College in Poperinge, Belgium from July 1973 to August 1974. He played as a striker for the college team and SK Poperinge in the third tier of the Flanders Belgian League. Upon his return to Ghana, he studied at Infantsman School, where he played for the school football team from September 1974 to July 1976. Being an achiever, Kweku strongly believes in recognizing and rewarding the work of achievers and proudly supports this great initiative to encourage and sustain interest in the game locally. He is a proud patron of the Soccer Achievers Awards. Mr. Michael Leslie Bartlett van der Poel is the president and group chairman of MNC Group Global. With his formidable proficiency in management and corporate finance, he has established offices throughout Africa, Europe, Asia, the Gulf, and USA. His latest addition to the group is the recently added NS Precious Metals LLC. His in-depth experience in financial management and international investment banking, marked with extensive knowledge of international markets, is evident in the success story of the MNC Group Global. As a young leader in Africa who has inspired the next generation of young entrepreneurs in global business, Mr. Bartlett van der Poel has won many awards and honors. These include the Most Promising CEO of the Year 2018, Best International Trade and Logistics Industry Leader for the year 2019, Masterclass Certificate in Leadership and Management 2019, and Young African Icon Award in 2020. He was recently inducted into the Corporate Ghana Hall of Fame for his outstanding contributions. He was awarded the Most Respected CEO in Minerals Metals Extraction at the first Africa's Most Respected CEOs Awards at the Unique Pan-African Awards Conference. In October 2021, he was awarded at the Africa Dubai Global Honors for Diversity and Inclusion and is listed as one of the prominent members of the business community and featured in the Coffee Table Book Titans of Africa. Mr. Michael Leslie Bartlett van der Poel's accomplishments and the niche he has carved for himself in Ghana, USA, Europe, Asia, and the Gulf region is inspirational to the youth across the continent. His repertoire of business and leadership acumen has kept the MNC Group superlative among global competitors. Being an avid football fan, Mr. Michael Leslie Bartlett van der Poel is a proud patron of the Soccer Achievers Awards to support the celebration of football achievers, encourage hard work and excellence in the game, as well as sustain interest in football locally.
Shall we see you, sir? Could you please stand up and give us a wave? That's Mr. Bartlett van der Poel. He's a patron. And thank you very much, sir, for agreeing to be a patron of this award that is going places. Very soon it will be the biggest in this country. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our board.
Meet the board members of the Soccer Achievers Awards. Board Chairman, Neil Armstrong Motorway. Neil Armstrong Motorway is a consultant, a human capital development manager, a marketing manager, business development manager, management consultant, media business process manager, impact speaker. He is an author, sports business professional. Neil Armstrong Motorway is the board chairman. Dwayne Del Orca. Dwayne is a South African multi-sport commentator, journalist, media analyst, MC, broadcasting professional, and a commentary trainer. Jerome Autry is a football journalist and a writer. He is a former Chief Executive Officer of Kempton Football Academy. Kofi Adai. Kofi is a communication consultant with more than 10 years experience in sports journalism, communications and media relations. He was a media officer for the Confederation of African Football for 7 years. Lai Kinson, he is a former Black Stars midfielder, a former player of Hearts of Midlothian in Scotland. He's a former player of Accra Hearts of Oak, Lokomotiv Moscow, and many more. He's a current coach of Right to Dream Academy. Roslyn Amo is a sports journalist and football administrator. Jonathan Van Dyke. Jonathan is an information security and project management consultant with over 20 years experience, influencing several organizations to build and deploy innovative business solutions that improve service delivery and drive revenue. He is an ardent sports enthusiast.
Thank goodness the gender equality was taken care of. Rosalind, are you here? Okay, I'm sure she will join us soon. I'm happy that we have a woman in there. We are as good as the men, aren't we? And I have a secret about whose brainchild this whole award is. I'm not mentioning names, but she's a woman. It makes me feel so proud. It's never football without a jama, is it? Since we have the supporters union here, shall I invite them to give us a few songs as we prepare for the speech of the chair of the board? Take it away. Thank you very much to the supporters group. That was very refreshing to hear. Now I would like to welcome Neil Armstrong Motagbe. He is the board chair of the Soccer Achievers Awards. Neil, if you are here, shall we welcome him?
It's the afternoon now, is it? I don't know where they went to get that song from or who told them to play it. Because I was speaking with Jerome earlier on and I was on a radio station, was it 2 days ago? They were talking about 3 games played by Kotoko, 9 points, 3 games played by Haas, 3 points. Why are we still around? Why am I coming on radio to talk? You know my answer. They couldn't believe it because they know where I stand on the divide. But today is a day of unity, and Joe spoke eloquently about something that I also hold as a very personal view, that many a time on occasions like this, we leave out the key actors. And I'm happy that Joe is our chairman for today's event. That's what the Soccer Achievers Award is about. It's about honoring those who actually make this thing happen. I'm an administrator. I played football up to like some second division at Kotobavi. And yet you go for programs, so chairman this, that, and then the players are always seemingly in the background. So for us, it's part of adding to the narrative that our players deserve elevation. They deserve to be put out up front. And many of them are achieving so many things that we don't know about. We only remember them in their playing days. Look at the CV that was read about Joseph Addo. For some of us here, I'm sure we're quite surprised. Had he not been a corporate affairs person with Hearts of Oak, I'm sure many wouldn't know his background. I believe that as we look to celebrate our soccer achievers, we'll put more emphasis on our footballers, yes, and again, those who develop them at the grassroots. So many names, they just get lost. They die, and nobody knows that they're gone. For us at Soccer Achievers Awards, it's about getting down to that grassroots, where the Betty Peles, where the Larry Kingstons, where the Joe Addos, where the Michael Essens, where the Stephen Appiahs were discovered before they became the names that we all know them to be. You know, I'm not very good at reading speeches, Mr. Chairman, but the people say I should read one, so I'll try and see what I can do. Usually I like to speak from my heart, but the media also needs something to speak to. So you will get a copy of whatever I'm about to say. I may speak a few things from the script. I will also speak heavily from my heart about what Soccer Achievers Awards is about. So once again, good afternoon, and thank you for being here. We started very late, so we're trying to make this as short and snappy as possible. It's good to see quite a number of known faces around. Vero will acknowledge the dignitaries when she comes back, so I will not take that aspect of her function this afternoon. Football is the most popular sport in Ghana. We all know that. It has been described as the passion of our nation and has produced some of the greatest sportsmen our nation and continent have known. We could start mentioning names, but you mentioned some names right now and you leave some out. There will be wahala. So let me just say many great sportsmen have been produced by Ghana. It's also created economic opportunities, and it's only appropriate that on a day like today and in a time like this, we create a credible award scheme to honor those to whom honor is due. The idea of these awards was born out of research, which indicated that there's more room for platforms that will effectively recognize and reward the efforts and achievement of people involved in football at all levels in Ghana. The existing football award schemes mostly recognize and reward mainly top flight personalities. The efforts and hard work of people working at the grassroots, managers, owners, as well as other bodies whose efforts have helped sustain football in Ghana in our respectful view, as Soccer Achievers Awards deserves much more attention. The passion of many Ghanaian football lovers has been directed away from local football activities to the European leagues and clubs, making many to be comparatively less knowledgeable or enthusiastic about the local leagues, teams, and players. And I'm sure even for some of the supporters of the bigger clubs in Ghana today, if you ask them to list the first 11 of their teams, they'll struggle. But when you say list the first 11 of Chelsea, of Man United, of Barcelona, and all that, they would quickly mention the names. And again, for us as soccer, it's about bringing the attention back to our local game. How do we create the energy needed around our local game so that when it is that I sleep and wake up in the morning, I can rattle the first 11 of Kotoko, my arch rivals, and mention the top 11 or first 11 of Hearts of Hope, the team I support. That is where we want to take this to. The mantra of the current FA president is bringing back the love. This ties into that vision. I believe that by supporting this, the media who are here will put more light on Ghana. Everywhere I travel in the world, they say, what team do you support? I support Accra Hearts of Hope. Then they ask me, which team in Europe? I say, which team in Europe? How? I was born here. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I support only Accra Hearts of Hope. And I use that as opportunity to sing the Hearts of Hope anthem. I sang it in Zurich. And that day I felt a bit mischievous. When they were not singing the song well, then I introduced a Ghana variant, which was a tease. I don't know whether I should try and sing it here for some music. But the guys were trying to sing and it wasn't happening. Then I said I'll teach them some parts. And I changed the meaning. So what did I sing? That means the river is taking the best now. They say, what does that mean? I say, oh, you're all good guys. The Soccer Achievers Award is not intended to replace existing award schemes. It is to complement them. It is to, through the promotion of football-related economic activities, celebrate our football heroes and encourage other social or sound cultural values. I'll give a short brief on the award scheme. I won't go into too much detail. It's an annual calendar event for Ghanaian footballers plying their trade both in Ghana and abroad. We want to celebrate their efforts over the years and who have helped to sustain the image of our game. And it's just nice that the other day we qualified to the last qualifying stage of the World Cup qualifiers after going through a lot of attrition. I know there's some noise about it, but football, it is the game. We will talk about the refereeing, whatever people say about it in another forum, because I have a certain view based upon the angles of the cameras. Who qualifies to be nominated in this Soccer Achievers Awards? Nominees to be drawn from footballers plying their trade, football clubs, football administrators, referees. Yes, referees. They've come under a lot of criticism, especially in our local game. We want to give them a platform where we can celebrate referees who show forth the true spirit of an arbiter as FIFA envisages it. Coaches, corporate bodies who consistently invest in football through sponsorships and other partnerships. Football media people, we call them commentators, sports journalists, sports pundits, supporters groups, as we have represented here. It's in 3 categories. There's a professional category, which recognizes awards such as the Best Player of the Year, Female Player of the Year, Club of the Year, Coach of the Year, Referee of the Year, Goal of the Year, Youth Player of the Year, Female, Youth Player of the Year, Male, and Goalkeeper of the Year. Then we have a general category. It consists of corporate entities and individuals who have made significant contributions to football in Ghana, and the nominations for this category are open to the general public, as are those for the professional category, although there will be a technical study group also supporting the professional category. Under the general category, we have Soccer Media Personality of the Year, Corporate Soccer Sponsor of the Year, Soccer Administrator of the Year, Most Popular Fan Base Group of the Year, Football Station of the Year Radio, Football Station of the Year Television, Soccer Commentator of the Year. We'll look at something to support also those who are in the new media category. Then we have a special awards category, and this recognizes the contribution of legends and who have shown exceptional qualities in pushing forward the image of Ghana football. We'll also be honoring persons who have exhibited a strong know-how in football. This selection will be based on recommendation by the board of the Soccer Achievers Awards. The process will go through a rigorous and transparent scheme, will be supervised by the board in conjunction with a reputable auditing firm. There are various stages of the nominations and then ultimately the award. So opening of nominations is the first stage. For various categories will be to the general public. Nomination forms shall be made available on the scheme's official website, and we'll be promoting that on all the media platforms that will be reporting on today's event, and we're also media partners. www.soccerachieversawards.com. I'll take that again. www.soccerachieversawards.com. This is for all interested persons who send in their nominations for the various categories from today to the 26th of November. It's a tight window, but it's in line with our timeline for this particular year's event. The second stage will be a selection of the nominees by public contribution. The board will select a specific number of them for various categories who meet a certain qualification criteria, and this will all be publicized on the various platforms I will be putting out there. The awards for those who are active will be under a particular year in review. Once the list is publicized on the official website and all the social media handles, members of the public will then have the opportunity to vote for their preferred candidates via a mobile short code and also via our official website. One of the key features of the Soccer Achievers Awards is, there are times where typically the awardees take plaques and then some cash prize, and that may be something that we might contemplate in the future. But for these maiden awards or the early ones, we want to invest in the communities from which the players come from. So for this first one, the winner of the topmost award will undertake a school library project. Reading has become a challenge for many people. I sit on many interview panels, and when we are interviewing the people, it's a tough task listening to some of the combinations of words they put down there as the English language. So this library project is very much in line with our desire that soccer can be a vehicle for development. And so the topmost award will support the school library project in aid of a specific community. We'll be selecting a community school, update their library, and the award winner becomes like the face of that particular project. As part of the project, the scheme will also donate a full set of football kits to the school team of the beneficiary school. The project will be funded by the scheme and will have the name of our winner on it. Successive awards shall identify other such projects and make a significant social impact on selected communities for association with our topmost award winners. In concluding, I'd like to seize the opportunity to thank all of you for being here, to thank those who will be watching us later for the support we believe you'll give this Soccer Achievers Awards going forward. I want to encourage all football lovers to take active interest and take active part in the nominations process and voting for your favorite nominees. It is said that a nation that does not honor its heroes is not worth dying for. Let us show interest and support the men and women who spend their time, energy, and resources to promote this our beautiful sport, soccer, in our beloved country, Ghana. I thank you for your attention and wish us all the very best in all our endeavors. God bless us all.
The official launch of the Soccer Achievers Awards, that is in a bit. But before that, let me run you through the sponsors one more time. Also supporting is Hisense, Dr. Amuzu Herbal Clinic, Soft and Gentle, Mist Water, and a host of media outlets I mentioned earlier.
This program is sponsored by MNC Group, Hisense, Amuzu Herbal Clinic, Soft and Gentle, Mist Water. Media partners.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the official launch of the program. I'll be inviting our chair, Mr. Joseph Ado, up here one more time to be joined by the board chair, Neil, so that official launch can be perfect.
This is why we are here today. So on behalf of the patrons, the directors, the organizers, as chairperson, I declare this Soccer Achievers Award launched.
Is Gian, he's in the area, he scores!
It's soccer. It's our sports and industry. Play your part. Let's celebrate our soccer achievers. Who is your soccer achiever? Visit www.soccerachieversawards.com to nominate now. Nomination closed on 26 November 2021. For all inquiries, call 0244 417027 or visit us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Soccer Achievers Awards. Soccer Achievers Awards, celebrating sportsmanship, rewarding excellence. This program is sponsored by MNC Group, Hisense, Amuzu Herbal Clinic, Soft and Gentle, Mixed Water, Media Partners.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair Joe Wado, Board Chair Neil Armstrong Motagwe, and the President of the MNC, and the Global Chair of the MNC Group, Mr. Michael Bartlett Vanderpoy, for duly launching the awards. We should be wrapping up here in a bit, but before then, the Kwampa Group will give us a musical interlude.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to do the last one with you. We want to do a simple clap. A simple clap. It's a mebo, means a medium mebo, means a mebo, 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 Yahweh, Ade, mebo, means a mebo, means a mebo, mebo, Ade, mebo, means a medium mebo, means a thank you. Mebo, mebo, means a yes, mebo, means a mebo, means a it's a mebo, means a medium mebo, means a mebo, mebo, means a mebo, Ade, mebo, means a mebo, means a mebo, mebo, means a Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kwampa. That was very soothing. Mr. Chair, Mr. Board Chair, Mr. Michael Bartlett Van der Poel, President and Group Chair of the MNC Global,
Board members, the patrons, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. So soon we have come to the end of the program. I told you to be within an hour. If you timed it, I'm sure we are within the hour. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. We'll be counting on you to send the messages across, around, so that people can begin to vote. The Soccer Achievers Awards have come to stay. I'm predicting that in a few years, it will be the biggest and the best. So let's share the information. Without much ado, I would say that once we are out here, refreshments will be at the poolside. It's to the left of the thing. Thank you.